Hey everyone, welcome back to yet another exciting tutorial. And in today's video, we are going to demystify one of the Solidity's most powerful but confusing feature, which is delegate call. Now, if you are Solidity engineer, you might have heard about delegate call before, and some of you beginner might think it's very complicated and scary, but I promise you by the end of this video you will understand exactly how it works and why it is so important in Solidity smart contract. So let's talk about the problem and why actually delegate call exists. So imagine if you have like deployed smart contracts on Ethereum, okay, and it's live and it's as you know, smart contracts by default are immutable, and in your smart contract you find a bug or you want to add a new some feature. So what do you do? Normally you can't change deployed contracts, right? Because they are permanent and immutable. Uh, but what if you could separate your contracts logic uh, from its data? That's where exactly delegate calls comes in. Now let me give you a basic analogy where you will get better understanding. Mm, so think of it is the way, imagine you have a kitchen, right? Let's say this is your kitchen, and inside in your that's your uh, think the kitchen as your contract, and with all your ingredients and storage with that kitchen you have regular call in your like smart contract. I hope you have basic understanding of Solidity, and in that your understanding you know what is the regular call function. Okay, so it's like going in like uh, with regular call function, it's like going to your friend's kitchen too. You use their ingredients, their stove, and everything happens in their kitchen. But this is not in delegate call. What actually happens in delegate call, you are borrowing your friend's recipe and cooking in your own kitchen. Like you are borrowing, understand this, you are borrowing your friend's recipe and cooking in your own kitchen. You use your own ingredients, your own stove, your all own instruments, but you follow their instructions. That's exactly delegate call. This is just basic draw I drawed here. So what delegate call is, you borrow the code from another contract but execute in your own contract storage. So what is the key difference between this call and delegate call? So what is the main, there are lot, but I will give you a very critical key difference between this call and delegate call. So what regular call does is it executes code there, modify their storage, and in delegate call you execute code here and modify your storage. This is huge because this is the huge difference, because it means you can upgrade your contracts logic while keeping all your data in the same place, right? All right, that's enough theory. I hope you got understanding of what delegate call exactly means. Now that's enough theory. Let's see in the action how what is happening under the hood, and I'm going to give you very simplest possible example so you can see exactly what is happening under the hood. And we will create two uh, like I already created two contracts. One is called logic, and the another one is the color contract, and I will show you in my remix id, and I will also give you the code in the description github repo. And let's see how actually delegate call works. So before going ahead, I would like to mention here, this is very simple example. I intentionally just uh, I kept it very intentionally because to make you understand in real world delegate calls, delegate call used to inside the proxy patterns and upgradable contracts. In upcoming videos, we will see this as well. But right now, we need to understand the fundamentals first. All right, let's go. So in my remix ID, I have created this delegate.sol file, and in that I have written this logic contract. So inside logic contract we have this two state variables and one single function where we are setting a number as a variable, right? And in caller we have again two. This is the delegate call example. Actually from the contract, the contract, where I have declared two variables and we have a function of the regular call. And also we have delegate call example function. In regular call we are taking two parameters. One is the address of the this logic contract and the number, where we are executing this logic by setting some variables. We are calling from here to this contract, right? And in the delegate call we have also we are also taking two parameters. One is the address of the logic contract and the number, and we have this boolean local variable here, we are where we are calling logic delegate call, and with the function signature encode with signature we are setting some variables, and here we are checking the condition and get values, right? So let me show you. So I have compiled my contracts. You can see the green check mark here. Now let's deploy these contracts, right? Let's first deploy our logic contract, and then caller contract. Let's deploy. There we go. You can see we have deployed both of the contracts. We have this logic contract and we have this uh, caller contract. So if you see current status of our contract, we have number of 0 and address of the 0. Let's set here variable. So you can see we have set the variable, and you can see the number is 1 and the sender is C4, which basically my this added the message dot sender address. Now let's go in the caller contract and let's call first our regular call. Okay, so for that we need the logic contract address, which is copy from here and copy, and let's say number is 2. Let's translate this. Now let's go here and check the number is 2, sender is D3, which is this contract address. And if you see here, get values 0 and address is 0. Why? This is the magic. If you see the number and the sender is 0, this is how call exactly works. Now let's check our delegate call example, and inside that we are calling the same B4 contract address. You can see BF. So copy from here and paste it here, and number let's say 5. Let's translate this. Now see the magic. You can see the number is 2, which is the same, and the sender is also D3, the same. Now see, you can see here get value number is 5 and address is C4. How this is happening? C4, this is the message dot sender, which we, this is our account. From here we deployed how this is happening. So you can see the number is state updated and the sender is C4. So I hope you got an understanding how delegate call works. You can see the contract logic number and you can see the logic contract address and the number remain the same, which was we said by call, which remain the same. And now you can see the caller contract number and sender updated change. Now, what are the key points you learned here? Which delegate call executes code from another contract, but it modifies the calling contract storage. We executed code from this logic contract, but it modify this contract logic, sorry, this contract storage, and message dot sender remains the original caller. If you see, we have the this caller, this account caller the same, and storage layout must match between contracts. So these are the um, key points you learned, and I hope you got a good understanding of how delegate call works. And with that, I am closing this, and I will see you in the next one, where we will see how pretty advanced how proxy patterns and how exactly delegate cost works in production. Bye bye.